We go. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning, good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. And good afternoon to those out there in the land of Germany, Deutschland. So, good morning, one and all. Good afternoon. God's blessings to you all. And welcome to another episode of Sport Shop, where we discuss everything and anything sport. I am your host, the Akin Samuel, and we are discussing, talking fitness and bodybuilding with the lovely, the beautiful, the charismatic, the German giant, the German Wonder Woman, Hilda. Let me know if I'm butchering your name. It's Miss IVANNA MULLER DVORAKOVA.
Almost done. That's good.
That's good. All right. Good. All right. So, enough of me talking. I know you all didn't come here to hear me prattle, but you came to ask the burning questions of Miss IVANNA. So, if you have any questions, post it in the comments. Remember, guys, my German is very limited, so make sure you ask your questions in English. Right? I don't have time to be fighting up to translate in my head. So, Ms. IVANNA, good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. How are you?
Hi. Thank you for welcoming me in your live streaming. I say hello, everyone, to whole world around. And we have 1 p.m. in Germany, and I hope that you have a good morning. So thank you, and I'll be happy to answer all your questions.
Okay, so first one, let's go right into it. What inspired you to pursue bodybuilding, and how did you get started in the sport?
Well, it's a long journey. In January, it will be 10 years. I started with my first prep, and it was very simple. I had to stop with sports aerobic because my spinal cord was not in good condition. So because I didn't want to gain a weight and be fat ball, so I started to go to the gym. And of course, I didn't know what to do, so I hired a personal trainer, and he said, "Hey, do you want to, fitness and bikini, blah blah blah, competing?" And say, "Yeah, why not?" So it started like that, and so he grabbed me, and I started to prep for the first show just 10 years ago.
Okay, well, straight and simple to the point. So we know that bodybuilding is more than just lifting heavy weights and gaining big muscles. There's a lot of dynamics to the sport. The more and more research that I do, I'm getting to see that there are more and more dynamics to the sport. So specifically for you, saying that you had or have an injured spine, can you describe your training regimen and how has it evolved over time?
Well, thanks to the heavyweight training, the spinal cord, of course, got the power support from the muscles, and I must be only careful when, for example, squatting, and it helped me to develop as much good technique as possible. So I focused all the time to developing the best technique of the move. As also, I'm a personal trainer, so it's business to business. So thanks to that, I was capable of lifting heavy, at least. So in off season or normally I can squat 120 kilograms. People can say it's probably not enough, but you can lift more. But when you care about your health and you want to go in the sport further, you don't want to stop after 1 year because your spinal cord is completely dead. And it's quite good enough, even when I have not the spine, my spine in a great condition. So thanks to the technique, thanks to the bodybuilding, my spine and my body is healthy. So it's somebody would say, "Oh, you're killing yourself," but it's not.
You know, that's how we get better. Man. That's how we get better. So
Exactly.
you found a you found a way out despite an early setback,
Uh,
and you make it work for you. And
exactly.
as we know with bodybuilding and fitness training, whether you're doing it at an amateur level, a semi-pro level, or professional level, exercising is just, or working out is just part of the journey. One of, if not the most important part of the journey is your nutrition, right? So that is very, both off season and especially on season, you know. So what does your nutrition plan look like, and how do you manage meal prepping?
Well, developing through the time, the thing what I'm eating is mostly the same. When, of course, when I started with bodybuilding, it was the in season was rapidly different from what it was on off season, and through the time, you slowly develop to eat the whole year the same things. Of course, when you're off season, you can, I don't know, add something that's not that super healthy. Sometimes keeping the 80 to 20% rule. But if, for example, I had before our interview my meal, and it has inside 250 grams of chicken breasts, 100 grams of rice, basmati rice that I like, and also additionally I add some sweet sour sauce that I love really much. So that's, and this is a little bit the difference between the off season and diet, of course. But well, the funny things is that I'm still learning from my body through the ages what's good also to do in off season. As you know, I'm a pro. You should say, oh, she's 100% is doing 100% everything correct, but that's it's not true. For example, last year I thought that I can develop with adding some sugars in, for example, a liquid. So as I like juice, so I said, okay, I will add some calories and some power from the fresh juices, and it was not right. It did not help me to develop as much muscle mass as I needed, and
Okay.
because my hunger was killed by these sugar liquids, and I didn't know that. I thought I'm doing right, but to be a pro, it means that you are still learning from the mistakes of you're making, but you're always trying to do your best. So for some people, can this fit in off season to drink the liquid calories? But for my body, it did not work at all. So even I like the juices, I cannot drink them, or I cannot add liquid calories.
Okay. Fair enough. To each person, it's different, and it's refreshing to know that even as a pro, that you still have your hiccups, and you're still willing to, one, you're willing to admit it, and still willing to learn. Um, Being a pro in any sporting discipline is definitely hard. It's definitely difficult. It has its ups, it has its downs, it has its challenges. And so my question is, how do you balance the demands of training with other aspects of your life, such as work and family and friends and things like that?
Well, and exactly the same with the diet. This changes every year because everyone gets elder every year. And as for example, my fans know, 1 year ago, I emigrated from my former country, that was Czech Republic, to Germany. So I'm happy that you did not start speaking German with me, because my German is still on a A2 level, even developing every minute. And the previous years, it was very difficult because I had I focused only on personal trainings, that I had clients in the morning, clients in the afternoon, and also it required to cook things, carry them, and so on. And sometimes it was uh, really, I would say, um, hard, and it was hard to swallow, because if you imagine that you will prepare your meal and put it to the microwave oven, it does not have the good taste.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody likes that. So
Window.
it was hard, but because I live alone, it's also it's plus, it's not the plus, or I don't know how to say. I have two dogs, so that's all. And so of course nobody's bringing a chocolate or pizza to my house, so it's good. But of course I have to do all the work myself. So when I moved, it's also a little bit hard, because I want to return back sometimes to my family, and the traveling is for me the hardest thing to go, because you go to taxi, you go to share drive, and so on, and pick the dog. So it's a little bit difficult. But thanks to that, I'm focusing now more on online work. As guys know, I have OnlyFans, so for me, it's just a work from home, and it's also it's better, because I eat fresh food. And of course, I know that bodybuilding is mostly about what is your background and what opportunities you have. At this moment, this is, I would say, the best opportunity you can have. So when some people struggle with to get on stage, or to get the pro card or the win, um, guys, don't be hard on yourself, because the best conditions you can have is to, for example, be at home, cook your good food, because if you're eating 5 months in a row a chicken from the microwave oven, of course you struggle. So thanks to the gods, I'm very blessed that these moments I have very good condition to prep and develop. So that's it.
Okay, great. Um, we see through the years that, through the decades, that the popularity of bodybuilding amongst females is constantly growing, and it's getting more mainstream. You're getting as much media attention as your male counterparts. What are some of the common misconceptions about female bodybuilders that you would like to address?
Um, I have probably asked what you mean by misconception, because this is the word probably I don't understand
Oh, no,
perfectly.
no, no. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. That's, and I was watching the word and I was like, no, she's going to understand that. But common misconceptions is falsehoods, things that people say that are not true about female bodybuilders, and they run with it.
Yes. Okay. Now I got you. That's good. Well, uh, sometimes people, if imagine female bodybuilders, they imagine, uh, I would say, ugly woman with a dry mannish face, and strange the strange hair, or wigs or something like that. Really, when people think about female bodybuilders, they see something horrifying, which is not true. That's developed through the time that we female bodybuilders are normal, pretty women, and we are not ugly.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I understand that. I understand that very well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Shop, where we discuss everything and anything sports. We are talking bodybuilding with the lovely Miss IVANNA DVORAKOVA. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it smooth.
It's getting better because it's the last name Dvorakova. It's pronounced Dvorakova, and it's very difficult for any kind of foreigners to say that because it's Czech language is one of the very hardest languages with a sh and these vowels, and
Yeah. I had
not
a
many
feeling
people.
because I was watching it and I was like, this does not sound German. The one what I meant by that is I watching, especially with your surname, IVANNA can be a German name, MULLER can be a German name. But then I was watching the surname and I was like, I'm watching the letter construction, I was like, this doesn't look German. And it's when I looked at your profile closely, I saw the Czech flag. I was like, oh. I was like, now this makes sense. And I said, I'm thinking, I was like, I'm going to pronounce this name wrong. Because I'm pronouncing it like a German name, but it's not a German name. Thank you for that correction. Thank you.
But it's okay. On different kind of shows, it happened to me that they said the name weirdly. It doesn't say, but sometimes they locate me to Ukraine or Russia because if foreigners said that this name without vowels or with the accent, it sounds Dvorakova. It sounds Russian. So once it happened to me that on one pro show, the speaker said, "Oh, Ivana Dvorakova from Russia," and I said, "Oh my God." So I'm from Czech Republic, and I added the name Miller because it's the name of my mom when she was not married, and I want to have to carry both of the names of my
Sure.
parents. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Because I was like, this doesn't, it don't, when I'm pronounced, like, it don't flow off the tongue like how a German name would flow off. I was like, this doesn't sound German.
It's not.
Just the construction, yes. Seeing that when you're preparing for competitions and stuff like that, your focus has to be laser. You have to be dialed in and stuff like that. So how do you stay motivated during tough training periods or competition prep?
As I can say, that's when I was in Czech Republic, it was much more harder, and the inner flame that I have inside of me, that I have really the passion from it, and I love the way how the body can change and what the body is capable of. It's great motivation, and of course I had some people that were following me. Of course, it was business to business. It brought the clients. It was nice, but when I moved to Germany, it has absolutely the blast of motivation, because what absolutely never ever happened to me in my whole career was that people are stopping me on the streets. Of course, when I had the shave and it was a hot weather, now it's cold, and they just stopped me and they just said, I'm sorry to stop you, but I want to say that you have fantastic body, and I want to say big respect to you. And the first days I was absolutely not used to on it. So what the fuck is going on? And then it happened to me almost all day in the summer that I had a tank top, for example, and that sometimes people stop me in a supermarket and ask for the photo. Really, these things never ever happened to me before I moved to Germany. and then you realize that you feel the energy of the country that is keeping your fingers crossed for you, and you feel the energy of these all people that are already supporting you, and that's a incredible drive. And even you're tired and this person stops you, and you see, okay, probably I'm something, I know, you know, these people are wishing me the best, and you say, okay, this is the nation I want to represent, because these people, even if they don't know my name, they are holding their thumbs for me. So this is absolutely the power blast that I have this year. So this is the motivation that drives me to get better, be the best, and develops in the sport.
It's very well. And seeing that persons greet you on the streets, probably in some of the weird places you may get attention. You may be in the grocery line, maybe in the supermarket, you may be shopping, and um, women may ask you certain questions like, how did you get that figure? What is your workout routine like? How dedicated do you stay to this? So my question is, what advice would you give to women who want to start their bodybuilding journey?
But the only thing is to be patient. I guess I understand this kind of era, and this world is pushing everyone to have everything fast, to do everything fast, and to speed and everything, have everything in a second. Well, and this is not what works in a sport and in bodybuilding, because even when you have a tree that does not grow from overnight to just a huge tree, it's growing slowly, and this is the way how it works. But I always say to these ladies, also the men that ask for the advice or the same question you did, it's just do the sport for fun, not for the results. It's working. Because the more you will push to yourself to have the results, you will watch every day yourself in the mirror, go on the scale, watching the number of on the scale, say it's not working, especially for the women, because we have our periods and the scale's going up and down. Girls got swollen from the period, and they are sometimes really frustrated that it's not working. So I say you should enjoy to go to the gym. You should enjoy to meet their friends. You should enjoy that. For example, you go to the supermarket and your friend is buying a total crap, and on your in your basket is the clean, proper, nice food that you go home and prepare and enjoy. The only thing is that you should or must enjoy your life, not waiting day by day for the results. That's it.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Simple and straight to the point. Remember, guys, and remember everyone, for those of you who are in Germany, it's afternoon. In Trinidad and Tobago, in the Caribbean, it's still morning. Yeah, so some of us are now getting our day started, and it's good. So this is the earliest Sports Shop has ever done a live podcast on IG. But as stated, we were willing to be accommodating to growth and our fandom, and as we grow and get better. You stated you have been in this sport come January would be 10 years. And I'm sure you have a lot of great memories in that wonderful journey. Can you share a memorable experience from a competition that had a significant impact on you?
Okay. When I read those questions, from the list,
Mhm.
all of a sudden I know there is a just one thing that I want to say here, because until this year I would say okay, everything was nice, all the show was great, but this year we had the show Alina Popa Classics in Romania, and there was a team of the Wings of Strength and also Linda Murray. And of course, for the female bodybuilders, for all the bodybuilding world, she is iconic star that everybody want to meet or say hi, at least listen to her voice and her journey. On this is she's 8 time Miss Olympia, and her words have the great value. She's really great. She looks awesome, guys, and she was there. And after the show, that we had the banquet dinner. So because we were just one pro category, we had the beautiful dinner with the judges and with all the team of the Wings of Strength, which was a fantastic thing that I've never experienced. And Linda Murray just stopped me and just I asked her first time that I want her to give me the number on her cosmetician because she's looking amazing even she is 60, and she was laughing and saying me something, some cosmetics and so on, and she grabbed my shoulders and she told me, uh, "You are the one who will go on Olympia." And that moment, it was like I don't know, Holy Spirit just entered my body. You know, imagining that 8 time Miss Olympia, just from all of nothing, tells you you are predicted and you have the potential to go to Olympia. It was such a heartwarming moment that I've ever experienced. It was such an energy bomb that's uh, it's still inside of me, and also it's one of the flames that burning inside me to motivate myself to go on, to be strict, to go over hard moments. That's something absolutely amazing. That's it's the best experience. I had to wait it 9 years for that, so it was incredible.
Yeah, most definitely. But being any hero in any sporting discipline that gives you words of encouragement would always be good.
Yeah,
So,
and it's
um, we've seen the greatness that people have done, and we have seen how they inspire us to become better, even when sometimes we don't feel like it. And we understand that you mentioned it earlier that the world now expects everyone to get everything quickly and fast and not really take the time to develop and build. What my question is, seeing that this sporting discipline can become difficult, especially in your case, as to how you migrated. It's not like you moved to a different part of the country in Czech Republic, but you migrated. How do you approach mental health, self-image, and self-image in a sport that sometimes could just focus on your look alone?
okay. So the image is that well, I want to stay pretty. And I like cosmetics, and I like all the stuff that girls need and girls know, and men completely don't know what's going on about. So all the makeups, all the pretty stuff, and that's what I like. Uh, and of course, it's a part of the job, because when you're meeting people, it's very important the first look. So, for example, the you're meeting new clients, and you can't smell. you cannot smell like a dirty clothes. No. And also you need to attract their eyes, and people will not look on something that's not pretty, I would say, but it's on one thing, of course, the business, and the second, really, I like it. And what's keeping me on focus on my mental health, I really focus on the sleep, that I really like to sleep. And also I have dogs. Somebody can say it's not a dog. I'm really used to this answer because I have chihuahuas. It's extra small. What is it? So I'll present to you my dogs. This is one, and this is two, and these two are my mental healers. And she doesn't like a photo, so always I want to make a photo. She looks like beaten and frustrated and a not fed and not loved dog, but this is the female Chihuahua, 8-year old. She's cutie. And this is 2-year-old little one. And these two are sharing a bed with me. They are well fed, they are loved, and they are returning unconditionally the love. So those who have dogs, you know, it's just a warm fur that's making you loved, comfortable, and happy. So they were sleeping. I will let them down and let them continue their whole day sleeping.
Okay.
So that's it. So that's my mental health care.
Okay. Fair enough. I understand. To each his own, and what keeps us grounded and focused. What are your future goals in bodybuilding, and how do you plan to achieve them?
Okay. Of course, I want to win Miss Olympia. Very simple.
It is a great goal.
Anything else that's you're not in a sport, you really have to win the Olympia. That's the goal. Of course, there's a very hard journey. If it would be easy, everybody would be a Miss or Mr. Olympia. And of course, the first step is to get the nomination. And as I was this year 4th of Romania of Alina Popa Classics, it's not impossible. And of course, Glenda Murray had told me that I have the potential. So I said, yeah, I will go there, no matter what. And so we are now starting. So at least I should introduce my coach. That's the most important person in the journey. It's Vladimir Pajic, and he's coming from partially from Croatia. He's Czech. He's located still in Prague, and no matter the distance, we are still cooperating. And it's 4 years that we are doing the great job together. So, as I said before, not to focus on the win. Of course, you want, but we're focusing on the journey and to enjoy the creative work. So it's just like making sculpture. So we just started the gaining with full speed, and he's planning to give me some rest after that, and then we will start to prep for the shows that we will choose. So it's now too early to say which competition we will go, because the calendar is I guess ready in the first half of January. So in this moment we are preparing, it's trying to gaining, and not making the same mistakes as I did. And we would like to, of course, win the brush show to be qualified on Olympia. But as I said, as I develop, the others develop. So it's a show, and it's great that people watch this journey and encouraging us and supporting us with their love, likes, following us on the OnlyFans. Definitely, everything's really supportive. So sometimes it's the reason we're doing that. but we are loved, we are supported, and also this part of the inner flame that drives us. So definitely, I'm trying my maximum and the best to eat the purest and the best. And sometimes I'm sitting by the table with a spoon and say, okay, one more for mommy, one more for daddy. And sometimes it's hard, it's hard, but you know, the goal is that. So that's
Fair
it.
enough. That 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 professionalism in this sport is wow. And that's all I can say. Because more research I do, I was like, man, the amount of restrictions there comes to dieting, and you know, sometimes when you're going on a stage and you had to dehydrate from the water to ensure that the skin lies down properly on the muscle, so when you flex, the muscle pops and stuff like that. You know, so it's not just about bulking, but according to which category you're in, of course, you know how have to understand how to bulk properly. So I want to give a shout out to the new Mr. Olympia, Samson Dudas. That guy is a show. Yo, when I saw that guy, I was like, damn. I was like, man, it just reminds me a little kind of like Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, kind of, especially a Ronnie Coleman. The man looks ridiculously great. To Miss Fitness as well, new Mrs. Olympia, and hopefully the German giant herself, Miss IVANNA, will be the future Miss Olympia as well. So before we wrap up, let's go through some speed questions, simple questions to answer. Let's get to know Miss IVANNA on a more personal level. I'm sure the fans would as well. So, what does Miss IVANNA do for fun?
I sleep.
That's all right. That's all right. Nothing wrong. Nothing's wrong with that.
Anyway, what's that? It's, of course, it's the best thing. It's for free and you regenerate for free. But uh, I like to clean. It's very strange thing that I don't want to say that I'm obsessed, but I like to, you know, clean the floor, clean everything in my flat. It's it's my most favorite thing to do because I don't know, my brain just relaxed from that. So you might think I'm crazy, but that's my life.
I'm a bit of a weird clean freak myself, if you want to think of that. Now, there certain persons in my family like that. My father, he has it worse than me. I like clean, but my father and my uncle, yeah, they have it a little worse than me. You know, persons will say that I am a bit OCD, and I was like, yeah, I am. That's how it is. I can live with that. So, so I can live with that. What is your last favorite book you ever read?
Um, I'm not much the book reader, but
So,
as at this moment I have my German learning book. At this moment the on the past the favorite, but most of you don't know that I have the university degree level, so I'm after 5 years MA, but I was studying theology and psychology. So of course I read the Bible. So that was also very inspiring. So that's it. And from that moment, you know, everything's electronic and you have everything online, and there's not much time to sit and read the books. But still, the Bible is on my cupboard, and when I have a time, I read some things from that. So that's it. So maybe it's the best answer.
well, you piqued my interest the minute you said Bible. You know, so I'm ready to, so I was like, oh, let's talk shop. But then I was like, oh, for another time. That's another time. You know, sometimes God will tell you to time and place for everything. You know, the minute I hear the word God and Bible, I just want to divert into that. But it's good and refreshing to see someone openly, not just admit, but see that they enjoy reading the book, the great book. In my view, the greatest book that has ever been made. So persons, just a side note, anything that you ever think you're going through in life, oh, sorry, let me speak slower, because some of you all are not native English speakers. I was getting a bit excited. Anything you are going through in life, from my personal advice and my experience, you don't have to believe me. Open that good book. Anything you need to find out, there's an answer in there. Anything you need to find out, there's an answer in there. So, oh, God bless. Oh, you're a little excited. All right. So, what is your favorite movie?
Ooh. I don't have a television. I don't have a Netflix. And now people will probably fall on their back how I can still be alive. And I like fairy tales. I like the Disney things like fairy tales, that's cartoon fairy tales. So, and I didn't see for long anything, but of course, if there are two islands on Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, I'm on the island of the Lord of the Rings. I saw all the movies, and well, I like to watch cartoons and
Right.
fairy tales.
All right. I'm a cartoon guy myself. Still at that. I love my cartoons. I love the anime and stuff like that. You know, but sometimes you know that you have work to do, and if you get caught up in it, you sit and you'll watch it for the entire day. So,
Yeah.
last question: what is your go-to motivational quote?
Motivational quote? Yeah, like you mean what's my motto to live or be motivated?
Yes, that.
Mm. Woo. Um, well, I don't know because I don't have any extra mottos. I just simply live the energy of the life, and I'm not much into this. You know, these Instagram mottos like "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," or uh, these are just phrases, and you know, I'm live these things, and sometimes these mottos cannot be explained by the word, but just it's life itself that's preparing you for the next. So maybe I'll say that if you have a hard time now, it's just because there's something in the future you should be perfectly prepared for. And also that we always know that God always gives the hardest fights to the best fighters. So if you sometimes have a hard life, you know, it's a challenge. And, and if you think it's now hard, that if you will not develop from the situation, the next years or something will come across and your life will be sorry.
I'll fix it in editing. I'll fix it in editing. I'll
Yeah.
fix it in post. I'll fix it in post. I don't know, somehow. Anyway, to each his own. So, Miss IVANNA, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of our interview from the 868 to this, from the southern gem in the Caribbean, the beautiful Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. We say good morning to you. And from Deutschland, with the beautiful Miss IVANNA Muller Dovorakova.
Yes.
Dovorakova. I call her the German giant. And I get something with Czech Republic. Man, you come, man, put the muscles. You're embarrassing me. Look at that. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me, man. I'll flex too.
Yeah.
I'll flex too. Look at that. Look at.
That's cool. You're good.
Yeah, man. But I'm a martial artist, so I can't bulk too much. Yeah, I can't bulk too much. I can't bulk too much. But I fully enjoyed this interview. I admire the work that is put in for a professional bodybuilder. Getting there is the journey. And yes, I understand. Yeah, it's the motions of the letters, George. Yeah, again, because it's not a German word. You know, you're accustomed with a German word. You're accustomed how the letters look is how it sounds. But sometimes in certain European countries, especially Eastern European countries, you might see a D and it has a totally different sound. Right? So again, it's all right. I'll get it. I'm not perfect in German either, but language is something I enjoy hearing and learning. I enjoy seeing the journey. You are the third bodybuilder I've spoken to. Yes, so I've spoken to one from right here in the Caribbean, in Jamaica. I've spoken to one in USA, and now you. So hopefully I can get vitamin C, Miss Pretty Muscles, and Mr. Duras, and all of these on in the future. So I thank you very much. Continue the journey. This is by far nothing easy to do as a pro athlete. So whether you are an amateur, if you are high-level amateur athlete, semi-pro or professional, I understand the some of it. I don't understand all of it. I was never a pro at what I do. I balance between the amateur and semi-professional level, and I understand the commitment that it takes. So I don't envy no pro athlete at all, because I understand fully well the sacrifice that you have to make in terms of your workouts, your eating regimens. Sometimes family and friends may feel as though you have abandoned them, but this is the sacrifice that you have to make in order to be at the top and to maintain that topness throughout your journey. So God's blessing to you, Miss IVANNA MULLER DVORAKOVA. Any closing remarks you want to make?
For sure. Thank you so much for the beautiful interview, and greeting all the people in the morning around here in Jamaica. I'm a little bit jealous because you should have there a beautiful weather. We have cold time this time in Europe, but it was a big pleasure to speak with you. It was pretty nice, and I would like to say everybody, really everybody, thank you. That's you supporting the female bodybuilding world, because without you guys, the bodybuilding for the females would be dead. So I'm encouraging you to focus on your own journey too, and if you're working out, just get the motivation from us, enjoy the way, and we are here to inspire you and give you the motivation, not to say that you are small or that you don't have a muscles. We are here to support you guys, and we are really happy to do so. So thank you again for watching. Thank you again for the beautiful interview, and if you want to reach one of us, make sure that you do that, and I guess that we both will be happy to reply any questions you would like to do now.
Sure, no problem. And that's what I'm saying, guys. So if you have any questions in sport, generally that is what my business is about. We are a sport entertainment and a sport entertainment company. So we are tri-branded. All right. but we more focused on the sport entertainment side. But I'm not saying I know everything about sport, but sport comes easy to me, especially when it comes through foundational developments and understanding what it takes. So if you have a question for me or Miss IVANNA, remember to keep it clean, guys. Be professional and be kind. Anything that I find out of pocket meaning rude, I will not respond to you. And Miss IVANNA will take your head between her biceps and crush it. I would just answer. She will crush your bicep. She will crush your head. So, very good, very good. I admire anybody who does this and the work that it takes to get and maintain that physique. So, Miss IVANNA, I say God's blessings to you. Have a good day, and hopefully in the future, who knows, I may do a all-professional or a all-female bodybuilding card in Trinidad and Tobago, or Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, thank you. And if you were in Germany, I'll be happy to show you around. So thank you again, and
Thank
I
you
wish
again.
everybody beautiful any time of the day. Where
All
are
right,
you?
God bless. Have a good day, Miss IVANNA.
Bye bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of Sports Shop. This is an Andrew Sport and Entertainment Consultancy production. I am your host, the Aki Samuel. Thank you again, George. Thanks very much for all who participated and viewed the live. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at A.S.E.C 5000, and follow us, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel at Charismatic Akil. I'll put it in the comments at Charismatic Akil, or just look for us at Charismatic Akil on YouTube. But follow the YouTube page and you will see all the Instagram updates, Facebook updates, and YouTube updates. All right, so this is me, the Aki Samuel, signing off, saying God bless and good morning or